Hi, I'm Neil Manzullo, and I'm the current president of the All Souls Board of Trustees. I'd like to invite you to read a pretty long letter from the board about a change in the focus of our search for our next lead minister. You can read more about it in the letter, but briefly, what we're going to do is spend next year naming the big challenges that face our church, and then find a seasoned minister to help us grapple with those challenges. But beyond that invitation to read the letter, beyond an invitation to come to Zoom sessions to talk about that change in focus, I want to invite you to be a part of a community that lives into our promises. I want to give one example of that. So my spouse and I just became parents for the first time. We have a little kid, his name is Avery, and he is very cute. He spent his first 4 or so days in the NICU, and coming home was so chaotic. I remember in the first day or two, there was a night where around 2 a.m. I was laying on the floor of the kitchen and crying because I didn't know how to make a bottle of formula, and I just wanted to be able to feed him. And around that time, a congregant texted and said that she was dropping off some soup and then leaving. And she came over. She brought some soup, she left it on her porch, she knocked, and then she left, with no expectation that a sleep-deprived Midwestern couple would invite her in. That act of ministry, and there were other acts of ministry at that time from other congregants, is one of the most profound acts of ministry I've experienced during the past year at All Souls. And I invite you to be a part of a church where we minister to each other, where we care for each other. That is one of the promises that binds us, loving and caring for one another during times of joy and sorrow and transition. And so yes, I invite you to read the letter. Yes, I invite you to come to these Zoom sessions. But more than that, I invite you to be a part of a church that lives into our promises. Thank you for listening.